So now people will know what a liar you are. In fact, if you think he's an honest person, you should then think, what a person with bad memory. He read a paper, he can't remember anything, not even method, but he's not a doctor, he's not even published, it's an academic paper, he doesn't have
I could be lying. The mosque in Basra, 720. We're almost 100 years after Muhammad's death.
The Prophet Mosque.
Almost 100 years.
Yeah.
It is facing Petra,
again.
not Mecca. Every mosque up until 725 is facing Petra.
Not this one.
Hold on a minute.
That's 90 years.
Not one mosque.
That is not true.
When was this built?
That is not true.
blatantly false and untrue.
Yeah.
So this thesis is by which person you said came last week?
Dr. Theos. He has now backed up what Dan Gibson is saying, and he has looked at the coordinates of every one of these mosques, and in every case, he puts it to 743.
Wait a moment.
Till 743, they are all facing Petra.
Jay, listen. So the coordinates that he's given, is it from Google Maps or from the original?
No, they're not from Google Maps.
Okay.
Theos is not using Google Maps. Dr. Theos, who has just come out last week, has now supported what Dan Gibson is saying. So until you read Dr. Theos' material, you don't ask me for the coordinates. Go to his work. Coordinates, you will see he doesn't use Google Maps. He doesn't need to use Google Maps. He knows that the directions, every one of them that Dan Gibson had was correct.
Listen.
The only dispute between him and Dan Gibson is the dates.
Listen. The ones Dan Gibson claimed in his book and in his documentary that they face Mecca or Petra, the ones he claimed, not the ones I'm making the claims of, he claimed. Does Dr. Theos agree that they face Petra?
Yes, he does.
Good.
Yes, he does.
Right. So
but he doesn't use Google Maps. He doesn't have to use Google Maps.
So where is it published? Give us the names that we can look
ICSA
into.
has published it. IQSA.
ICSA has published it. What's it called?
Do you know the name?
I don't know.
Is it going to be easy to find?
Yeah, you
It
can
is an
find
academic paper.
Paper.
It's an academic
It's not
book.
book. Book or a paper?
It is an academic paper that supports what Dan Gibson has written. We've been waiting for this. We knew it was coming. Now that we have it, you need to read it. And when you read it, then you can come back and try to confront it.
So this is the article. This is the article you were referring to.
We're not going to bring it
I
up.
want to talk about Dr. Theos, what you said a few weeks ago.
Go ahead.
You said he's Dr. Theos, not Dr. Dios. You corrected it. Fine.
Yes.
Dr. Dios. You said he has written an academic paper published by ICSA, agrees with Dan Gibson that yes, mosques face.
On his main point.
Agrees with Dan Gibson that yes, there are mosques that face Petra. Every single of these four claims are totally incorrect, and it's a lie against them. I just stated that out of these four statements that you made, all of them are incorrect. In fact, they are outright lies. Hang on. You said he's Dr. Dios. This person doesn't have a PhD. He's not a doctor. Secondly, he did not publish an academic paper. That was a paper in one of his websites that he's uploaded. It was not published by ICSA. If it was published by ICSA, then you should be able to find it, right? If I say, oh, my friend Dr. Saifullah sent an article, does it mean it's an academic article? No, it's coming from him. Let me speak a while. I asked you, whatever claims of the Qiblas of those mosques which are facing Petra, does AJ Dios agree with them? You said yes, those mosques. Now, let's see what AJ Dios have to say. But credit to whom credit belongs. It was work by Dan Gibson which brought forth the claim that Petra was the focal point of the Umayyads that caught my attention. I was puzzled that all my sweat did not bring forth such a spectacular result. Indeed, no result at all. This is his research, going against Dan Gibson. He says what? Petra never showed up on my maps as an important Judaic focal point other than for this. Don't cut me off, because this is the words of A.J. Dios in his own publication. Thank you. But it was not Gibson's quality of research that triggered my curiosity. Indeed, I was perplexed that he could have come to any conclusion with his methodology, short of wanting it to be Petra. What struck me is that his system, save for arguments that I was unable to logically follow, would validate any target location, even if it were in Hawaii. In his review of the book, the what? Quranic Geography, this is A.J. Deuce, he says, thus, would Gibson have been just a little more careful, or had his work been reviewed by an alert peer, it would have become clear that the evidence provides no grounds to conclude that Petra had a play.
We're talking
Excuse
about
me,
Mecca.
you're interrupting again.
Mecca here.
He says, had it been the peer or he's been careful, he says what? It would have been clear that the evidence provides no grounds to conclude that Petra had a play in Islam. Quite in contrary, one can make a confident case that Petra has nothing to do with the emergence of Islam. What Jay claimed was four things. Dr. Dios, academic paper published by ICSA, agrees with Don Gibson's Petra facing
That's
mosques.
the problem.
Okay.
What
we don't know about Petra now.
No, what we know, Jay lied about them. Does he now apologize? What is the method of A.J. Deuce in determining Qibla directions? Method. If your method is poor, your conclusion will be poor. I asked you, does AJ use Google Maps? You said no. It's on from the films.
You asked me if Gibson used
No,
Google Maps.
AJ use.
No, you said Gibson. Does Gibson
No,
use Google
no,
Maps?
we want
As
not.
I recall,
Okay,
go back
please
in.
hurry up.
Gibson does
Download
not
that
use
video.
Google Maps.
Right.
You will see he doesn't use Google Maps. He doesn't need to use Google Maps. He knows that the directions, every one of them that Dan Gibson had was correct.
Listen.
The only dispute between him and Dan Gibson is the dates.
Jay, listen. The ones Dan Gibson claimed in his book and in his documentary that they face Mecca or Petra, the ones he claimed, not the ones I'm making the claims of, he claimed. Does Dr. Theos agree that they
Yes,
face
he
Mecca?
does.
Good.
Yes, he does.
Right. So
but
which
he
one?
doesn't use Google Maps.
No,
He doesn't have to use
Fair enough.
Google Maps.
So because mosques are built and rebuilt, we know that. We need to go to the original floor plans. Do you follow? Original floor plans. Not only floor plans, we need to know the prayer niche, the mihrab, the prayer wall or the prayer mihrab. Now, when you go and use Google Maps from your computer using 55-inch screen or a 17-inch screen, are you going to find the original floor plans?
No.
The answer is no. Now, wait. So now, what AJ Dios does, he looks at Google Earth Pro and looks at from satellite imagery, and then he considers this mosque is facing this way, or that way, or this way, or that way, not realizing that you can't do this because that's a child's game. You have to look at the original floor plans of the building, the original prayer walls, or the prayer niche, or the mihrab. Wait.
Hudson, let him
Wait.
go. Please.
Has AJ Dios done that in his paper, in his methodology? The answer is no, he has provided nothing. The only thing he's done, he's provided satellite imagery. Zoom this into this. Now I'm going to check you now, Jay. This is a picture of a satellite imagery. Which way is this building
I have no idea.
facing?
I have no idea.
From the map alone, you would have no clue which way the Qibla is. Excuse me, let me finish. So you would have no clue which way the Qibla is going to be. But guess what? Your so-called friend to be, which is not going to support you at all, AJ Dios, does the same thing. He looks at a satellite imagery of a map. You came along and says, have you seen the latest research? This is my paraphrase. Oh, we have latest research which agrees with blah, blah, blah. So your latest research, look at the quality of your latest research. One guy gives you a satellite image of a building. None of you will have a clue which way the Qibla is. What AJ Dius does, he says, you know what? I think it faces to Africa, not to Petra. There is nothing personal with me and Dios. I don't even know this guy, this person. I'm sure he's a smart individual. What I'm saying is, when you examine his research, his method and his conclusion, you know that this is not something that can be validated. You can prove in any direction using this method. You look at a building and you say, you know what, this wall faces east, so the Qibla must be there. That is the method. Let me finish. We have original floor plans published in academic papers, academic journals, of certain mosques, and they do not face Petra like Gibson claims. So this is how we will refute you in November or in December, any month of the year, doesn't matter.
We are doing this because we have an agenda. And we're going to show you we have an agenda.
Because I hope and I really wish, I would like to see Islam destroyed in my lifetime. And I say it on radio, I say this on TV, I say it to all my Muslim friends.